Good afternoon. It is 2 p.m. on Thursday. At least I still know what day it is. It's been great being home, as you know. Um, as long as we're healthy, that's a good thing, right? We're managing to stay that way. I've been isolated now. We're not isolated, but at home without face to face contact with the outside world for about 2 weeks, although I did go to physical therapy last Thursday. That since has been canceled, so I'm home. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, Not a whole lot of excitement going on. My spring cleaning is almost done. So once that's done, I'm really going to hunker down and start making cards and sending them to people because I think everybody's feeling a little isolated and out of the loop. And it's nice to have things like Skype and FaceTime and Zoom and Facebook that we can keep track of each other and just kind of check and say, hey, is everything okay? What can we do? Do you need something? Do you just need to sit and talk? So that's what I'm working on. I did call a couple people this morning and FaceTime them. And it's nice to see their faces because then you know, okay, it's okay. Everything's going to be all right. We just need to stay home and do what we're supposed to do. So, celebration is almost over. Next Tuesday or Wednesday is it. So if you're interested in something from the celebration catalog, there also was the celebration second release, and now there's been a third release. So there are things in the for celebration that are in your big catalog. So it's worth going to the website and taking a look at that. If there's stuff that you want, any of those things, once celebration's over with, they're gone. You can't get them anymore. So the hostess code you'll see down below again, but it is 3XVMD CGR, 3XVMD CGR, and I'll post that below. It's going to be backwards now, so I'm not going to hold it up for long. Don't want to make anybody dizzy. So today I thought we would do a fairly simple card because last time we did one of these, this one. The other one I had done earlier, and they required, the die cutting machine and all kinds of different stuff. So I thought today we would do something simple because simple is good, right? So this is the card that I made earlier. And again, I found my idea on Pinterest. I just adapted it to my own liking. On Pinterest, it was with a white background instead of the flirty flamingo. So I thought we would do that together today. And all of that is going to involve really is just the stamp set varied vases. I know it's backwards. I got to stop saying that because I think you figured that out by now. All right, so I'm going to turn you around. I did not get this set up earlier. Time got away from me for some reason. There, that would help. Okay, and I still have my curtain up so that hopefully you're not blinded too much by my beautiful sunshine out there. I've been doing really well getting out every day and taking a walk and doing my exercises since my PT got canceled. But so far, so good. So like I said, we're going to use the Varied Vases stamp set exclusively this morning. So I'm starting out with Night of Navy ink. And what I'm going to do is, you see these have been really well used, right? But it's all right. They do get a little bit stained. You make sure you're where you need to be so you can see what I'm doing. So I just took this little scalloped edge. And the one I saw on Pinterest did not have that, but I was thinking for me, I will not do anything straight unless I have something to go by. And then maybe I'm not even going to get it straight. So that's not straight, but at least give me a line to work with. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it again because I don't like the way that turned out. Nice thing about cardstock is if something doesn't turn out right, all you have to do is just turn it over and start again. There, that's a little bit better. And today I'm using my Stampin' Scrub instead of the Stampin' Chamois, or what's it called? The chamois. I figured it was feeling a little bit neglected, so I decided to get that out again today. All right, so what I'm going to do now is just start on the left-hand side. And I'm going to use the, whoops, I'm going to almost use the wrong one. I'm going to use the stamp that has the outline. I'm going to start with this little vase. Each of these are nice because they have a stamp with an outline, and then they have a stamp that stamps in the whole center. So you can outline it in black if you want, and then use another color to color it in. I can show you that just briefly here on my scrap. So this is the outline. See what that does? And then if I use the fill-in color, let's say I'm just going to use the Flirty Flamingo because that's what I've got in front of me. Whoops. No coloring needed, no anything else. So you can do that. Actually, you can do it making this card too, because I have the punch for these. So I cut out with my punch. I think I already... Oh, sorry. This is the punch that goes with this stamp set. And there's also a newer stamp set, I believe, that these will work with as well. So I just did that, but you can most definitely just, you know, color this in with the Night of Navy or whatever color you're doing. So there's that. Let's get back to making our card now. So before I mess up, I'm going to put that away. I'm going to start on this end. Just kind of go off the edge a little bit. I found that to make everything match up, you have to do that. And then we're going to take this one. And they're all different vase shapes. So it's kind of nice. Okay, and now the big one. This one needs a little help. See how dirty it is. I really need to get that cleaned up a little bit better. Okay, and then we're going to skip a space because we're going to stick another one in there. You actually probably could just stamp it there if you are going to use the punch, because you're going to cover that over anyway. But I'm not going to do that right now. All right, and another big guy. And what I really like about this stamp set is that it has everything you need. You don't need pencils. You don't need any of that other stuff. Let me just put these back on here. Okay. And then I'm going to also use the flowers, and I'm also doing those in the Night of Navy. So this one is going to be the punched out one. All right, and then from this, I've decided I'm just going to make a bunch of hello cards and that sort of thing, because everybody's missing everybody else, right? And it's nice to just be able to send a card that says, hey, I do miss you. I am thinking of you. Okay, whoops, I missed some of that, didn't I? Let's see if I can line it up fairly. Not quite, but I'm not perfect. All right, and that same one, we're going to put on the end here. And it again is just going to be a little bit because we cut off the end of that vase. Okay, and then we've got this one. Everything, the whole background is going in Night of Navy. Okay. And then what am I missing? Oh, I know. Here you are. I used all of these with my really bright, I think it was the Melon Mambo. So they are really discolored, but it's all right. It does not affect the way that they work. All right, that's that for that. So now comes the nice part. You do not need a bunch of, like I said, pencils or markers or anything like that. All you need, if you've got different stamp colors or ink colors, I'm going to do this little guy with Flirty Flamingo. So watch how this works. It just basically lines up exactly with your inking. And I put all these back on here because I knew I was going to be using so many that I didn't want any of them to get lost. So I've been trying to put them right back where I got them from. All right, and then I'm using Pool Party. And again, got to line these up a little bit better. How are you all coping with your isolation? It's been kind of nice because I'm always so busy. So it's been a little bit of a nice thing to be able to be home and just get things done. I have not been bored yet because I've been so busy, but I have not had the time to make a bunch of cards. Now we're using Poppy Parade, but I'm going to do that. And I also need to organize in this room a little bit more than I have already. Okay, and where's this? Okay, so Poppy Parade. Oh, sorry, I just put that away and I needed it again. I knew that I was doing something wrong. Let's see, how did this line up here? Ah, like this. So I only need a little end. All right, done with the Poppy Parade, and now we're done with the Flirty Flamingo. Now I've got Daffodil Delight. I love this color, and it makes me happy that soon the daffodils are going to be out. And my husband's even excited about getting outside and doing some yard work because he's not had a good few years being sick, but he just got a nice report from the doctor and everything's looking good. Okay, so we're all done with our inking. Now, if you were going to use the stamp to color in these couple, you can absolutely do that, but like I said, I cut out the shapes. Also, before I get too far into putting those on, I want to do a little simple hello up in the corner. And that can go wherever you want it to, but that's where I'm putting it. Okay. Well, Whoops, this Night of Navy gives me trouble sometimes. It's the old, I'm going to do that in a minute. It's the old stamp pad container. All right, so now I'm going to use a couple dimensionals. One on each is probably enough. Take the back paper off. And I'm just going to line that up. And I'm going to do the same with the other one. Isn't that cute? I'm so thankful for Pinterest because I don't have that good of an imagination. Okay, now where did my other paper go? So now I have a piece of Night of Navy, and this was 5 by 3 3/4 because I wanted the edge of the card, of the main cardstock, to show through. So I'm going to use my snail. And I'm going to attach it to a piece of this Whisper White that is actually 5.5 by 4 1/4, or 5.5 by 8.5, but then that gets cut in half to make the card size. Okay, so there's that, and then I'm going to put some snail here as well. And I'm going to attach it to my card. And that's all. So that didn't take us very long at all. Here are the two options, the Flirty Flamingo and the other one with the Whisper White. Which one do you like better? I'm undecided. I love the color of this one, but this one is so simple and a little bit elegant. So let me know in the comments below which one of these you like best. And I will be coming back on, maybe as early as the weekend, with another live video. Let me turn you back around. So I'll be back on the weekend, probably, maybe on Sunday, with another live video. If you let me know what a good time is for you, is this not a good time to do a live video so that you can see it live? Let me know what works best and I can adjust, because guess what? I'm home. So, yeah, let me know about that. And then also let me know, is there something that you're interested in seeing done? Is there a stamp set you love? If I happen to have it, I'd be glad to make a card using that stamp set for you to see. If there's a technique you'd like, test me out, because there are techniques I don't know about that I love to do research and try to figure out how to do it. If there's a tool in the catalog or that you see online on the website that you would like to have some assistance with, or want to know, hey, how does this work? Let me know in the comments below and I can address that at the next video. But please, please, please let me know what works for you, and then we can go from there. So I think that's all for now. I've got to go do my PT exercises, and then I'm going out for a walk. Looks like it's clouding up, but it's so nice. They've got a couple doors open and a couple windows. So I'm going to go head into the great outdoors and get some fresh solitary air. Okay, take care, everybody. Stay healthy, and let me know how you're doing. Goodbye.